everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I'm glad you're here. In service to one of the missions of this channel that I laid out in the first episode, which is, sharing my journey as I grow my agency, I wanted to share this insight and focus that I have now in great part to Bettina Bennett. We had an amazing meeting the other day. We caught up over coffee, and she's just fantastic. If you don't know her or Witchbox Media, go check it out. She's got an amazing platform that helps brands make people fall in love with them, and it's a fully patented, amazing system, and she's starting to actually use all of that in new and amazing ways. So that was some of what we talked about. But another thing that we talked about was, we started talking about how I have a lot of things I'm interested in. I have a lot of marketing channels at my disposal, but my weak point was really having a productized single focus, right? A main element to my funnel, if you will, that allowed me to utilize all of those marketing channels in the best way possible. So what do I mean? Well, yes, I'm a video guy. I do video production, but I'm not out to be a video production company and run that in the traditional sense, because it's just not interesting to me. I've done that for 25 years. Video itself is a blast to me if it's part of a bigger picture, part of building a brand, part of building, telling a bigger story. So I've struggled, honestly, with what is that thing? How do I define what video marketing is to me? And I was discussing all that, she was helping me navigate those waters the other day, and I was telling her how much I preach to everyone that they should be doing this, what we're doing right here, having either a full-blown show, an interview show, which is so powerful, but even this, sharing your expertise and your knowledge out to the world, just like this, in this way that in some ways is easier than trying to write a blog and get people to find that. In other ways, it's harder, right? Because it's not natural. It's not normal to drive down the highway on your way to an event and talk to a camera. So I fully acknowledge that, right? So we were talking about that, and she kind of interrupted and said, yes, I know that, Jason. I know that. I've had on my to-do list for 3 months that it's so simple. I should be doing these 5-minute videos. I need to just sit down and do them. I need to just write them out. And she's like, guess how many times I've done it? 0. I was like, right, okay. I said, you and me both, by the way. But besides that, then I asked her, okay, so what would the solution look like to you? What would it take? How could somebody take you by the hand and create those for you? And that led us down just a fantastic path, which, came into my core offering. Now, you can find that on my site here pretty soon, fleshing all of that out. But it just crystallized everything for me. It crystallized that main core offering, which is, taking somebody to the studio for an hour, sit them down in front of the camera. They don't have to do this straight to the camera. They can be, out interview them off camera, but get their expertise out. So, it's maybe 2 sessions, a session over the phone to sort of get at what their core idea is, and knowledge base is, in their experience, and kind of hone that line of questioning that then will come into the studio, sit down for an hour, create 8 3 to 5 minute videos, which can be a month's worth of content, kicking those out 2 times a week. And I mean, what a valuable product, because what I'm going to be producing for them is they'll get 2 versions each. There'll be a nice intro and outro, very polished and professional, minimal editing, because we're just having this conversation that they're speaking to the camera, but have it formatted both for YouTube and for Facebook. Maybe we'll snippet some of those for Instagram. But studies have shown recently that engagement time is, for videos that are specifically structured for Facebook in a vertical format or square format, are just performing way well. Because if you think about your Facebook feed, it's taking up way more real estate when somebody's stopped on that, instead of that landscape, which I'm always a fan of. I come from the movie side of things, right? So I'm always yelling at people to turn their phone sideways into landscape, when they take a picture, when they take video especially. And for YouTube, that's still very true, because otherwise it formats all strange. So I'm going to kick out both versions of that for folks. But what a great offering, because there's value in that for people and for the end product. And for me, I can really grab onto that because it's utilizing my superpower of video, lighting and audio and video, and creating a really great professional end product for them. But also, it's the part of what I'm doing right now that lights me up. It's just like with my show, when I've got somebody in this seat here and I'm interviewing them, and it's this back and forth with another human being and getting at their story. It's such a blast, and for me to do that, I'll do that all day long. It's so much fun. So, everything now, all of these other products, all these marketing channels and tools in order to drive traffic, every little piece, it all did this for me, right? It all just lined up perfectly. So thank you, Bettina. And it was one of those days and those conversations that it was just perfection. Clouds parted, the sun shone through, and it was great. So I wanted to share that with you, though, because it shares there's benefit to sort of the inside, and now what I'm doing is kind of sharing my journey there. But also, it's so important. I mean, it's like the shackles are off, because that's where I've really been struggling, because I haven't had that core message and product, honestly, to sort of get behind and funnel everything else through. So I'm excited, and I wanted to share that with you. I hope that was beneficial to you, not just in sharing the story, but the importance of that and having that anchor, and all some little video tidbits in there as well. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this sort of thing and the interviews on this channel, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.